Look at this goofy ass dude. Hold on. Now this goofy ass dude is Matthew Santoro, and this is a video he did during his fall out of desperation to get more views off of this. Now, when this first came out, it was the view count was hilarious. It was only 30K, and this is Michael McCrutton. He asked his friend Michael McCrutton, who came up doing interesting backstories of famous rappers who had interesting backstories. You know, coming from poverty, coming from nothing, after their death, before their death, shootings, robbery. You know, he did 6ix9ine beating up his manager and shit like that. You know, 10 to XX extradition and all of that. You know, and so he reached out to his goofy friend Michael, like, you know, and hoping that like they would. He basically reached out to him, hoping that uh, you know, like he would just help out with, you know, his resume, right? Gonna have to cut that part out. This part. And so basically, he reached out to Michael McCrudden, and yeah. Anyway, like first, like look at this dude. He looks goofy as heck, man. Look at this dude. Look at this. And basically, you know, this was a fail. Okay. Well, anyway, so anyway, the most hilarious if y'all haven't seen this, y'all need to like no, y'all need to watch it because it's freaking hilarious. It is it's just hilarious how like outrageously boring it was. It was so this video was so cringy and basically what you'll see in this video is Matthew Santoro basically looking desperate as hell in the video that Michael McCrudden did of him. And they did this odd sketch thing where like they never do this. Michael McCrudden never does this. So Santoro basically recorded himself doing awkward cringe jokes in response to what Michael McCrudden would say, but it was clear that it wasn't done in real time. And it just looks so awkward. And he does this weird ass smiling and shit. He looks like he's lost weight too. So he looks like he could be stressed. I doubt it's because he's stressed specifically about the situation, but it could be. I don't know. It's probably just life in general stressing him out. But he just looks so freaking weird. And in his earliest videos, he looks weird as hell. Like just look at him. Um, just looks fucking weird. So the whole thing it just ends up being a cringe video. And then as you go through the details of his life, the details are boring as hell. You're just wondering why the hell is Michael McCrudden doing a video of Matthew Santoro? It's so obvious that they're just friends, and he just reached out to him because he practically says it in the video. But you know, it's clearly implied that you know he just reached out to him to do the video for him. It's just so the details of his backstory is just so boring. That the only reason it's still watchable is because of how hilariously cringe it is. Just watching the whole thing unfold, and then seeing Matthew Santoro uh, in his first videos where he looked weird as hell. He just looks like you're a freaking typical like adult weirdo. He looked like he might have been a cute kid in school, a cute looking weird kid in school that growed up just to be a fucking just straight weirdo, just like under the fucking bridge type of weirdo. No offense to people who look like that. I'm not, no offense to people who are like that. It's not a bad thing, but it's just funny to see how weird he used to look. You know that beard really made him. I'm just saying, man. It did good for him. Um, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Anyway, but no, for real, just watch the video. It's hilarious. Just watch that. But what got him to this point though is basically he was doing what happened was he was doing top 10 lists, and a shit ton of top 10 lists. And the main problem with his top 10 list is I don't know if he started out this way, um, but he clearly got so lazy to where he was just literally copying articles that other people put their hard work into on the internet and literally doing the exact same list in video form, reading it verbatim, word for word. You know, just that's literally all he did in his top 10 list. He just looks up top 10 lists on the internet and reads them off, and he might slightly change the order on some of them, just slightly, like put number 8 on number 9 and number 9 on number 8 or something. But he'd oftentimes read it just it's the exact order that it actually came out as being. So this wasn't too much of a surprise to me, but I was kind of happy. I'm not on. I don't know when it comes to shit like this. See, I recognize Fuzi too. You know, was fake on my own. Like when I watched his shit, it was pretty obvious that his pranks were fake. I didn't want to believe it, but I figured that out on my own. It wasn't really watching it myself. I enjoyed it, but it was like something about it just seemed really fake. Especially the devil or the ghost pranks that they did. The fact that they got the same person twice in a row and he nearly fainted, and then he has this weird breakdown where he's crying. It's like something about that just was off to me. And then there was another video. I don't remember what it was, but something about it just came off being very fake to me. And me, I'm a person who loves reactions, getting reactions out of people, or I love reality more than anything. I love biographies. I think the funniest shit and the most interesting shit is reality. So I recognize real reactions better than most people would. So when I saw those pranks, I'm like, well, something just seems off. I don't want to believe it's fake, but I can't be certain that it's real. So I just stopped watching it. But Matthew Santoro, on the other hand, I wasn't really big on him anyway. But I don't really fucking remember what I thought about him. To be honest with you, I don't. But wait, did I get to the point yet? But yeah, basically, people just found out that he was just copy pasting stuff, and they just got pissed and called him out for it. It's pretty embarrassing where you just get that lazy in your work that no one's noticed that you've been ripping people off like that so blatantly that you just get so lazy and comfortable that you just don't even try anymore and you just straight just copy the fucking list and just make a video on it because he said screw it, man. I make too many videos to be you know editing the list to make it look like it's not copyright infringement. You know what I mean and shit like that. But he eventually changed. After that, it was a big scandal. He didn't immediately lose his views, but soon over time, he started to lose his viewers, and he started to get fucking desperate. And that's when That's when I think he reached out to Michael McCrudden because I don't know why Michael McCrudden would do anything on Matthew Santoro, especially after a boring ass thing like that. You know what I mean? A boring ass story like that. Like that shit was hilariously boring. Like it was so cringe. Even Michael McCrudden looked like half the time he was standing around just not knowing what to do with himself. Like why am I doing this?